station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to INCRadio, Washington, D.C. My name is Lionel. I'll be your host for today, and joining us, I have my lovely co-host, Nidel. I want to give a quick hi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nidel. Good morning. I hope you have your coffee, your tea, your water, all the drinks.
That was longer than last week, but great. Also, joining us today, we have Jaster and Yvette. I want to give a quick hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So before we get into our topic, we do have a couple of announcements. So last week, we picked 3 winners from YouTube chat. And we have the winners. Can we get a drum roll, please? And if Geotech can load that up.
Drum roll. You hear that?
I don't know. Can you hear mine?
Yes. Oh, there you go. And the winners are, let's see, suspense. Oh, yay! So we have Myrna Saravia from the local congregation of Aunt Arundel. We have Walissa Tapala from the local congregation of Bowie. And we have Cleof Poblete, local congregation of Aunt Arundel. Wow, good job, everyone.
Yay. Congratulations. We will be reaching out to you and as for the prizes. Thank you all so much for participating in the live chat. So today we'll be talking about the journey ahead. So buckle up for this road trip of love and marriage, where we will take a look at the twists and turns and scenic routes of the newlywed life of a couple who just merged lanes into forever. So whether they're cruising smoothly or hitting a few speed bumps, let's talk about the journey ahead. Before we get to that, though, we do want to say a quick welcome and hello to those in our live chat. Sister Nidel, do we see any
Elisa. Oh, hello, Elisa. She says, happy Saturday. Arlene Campo. Hi, good morning to all. Allison Mojica from Temple Hills. Leigh Watley from Washington, D.C. Audrey Dulai from Washington, D.C. Oh, from Temple Hills. He says, Washington, D.C. is, what is it?
Unstoppable.
We have to wake up everyone, we have Genevieve Santos. Good morning, brethren, from Gaithersburg, locale.
Welcome.
Marvin Saba says, don't forget to spring forward our clocks tonight. Thank you for that reminder. Ace Tapang from Aunt Arundel. Grace Salvador from Washington, D.C. Juvie Kite from Winchester. Well, thank you for tuning with us. Albert Santos from Bowie. Carl Medina, good morning. Thank you for tuning in from Florida. Steph Maglianes from Washington, D.C. Shahjahan Mohammed from, he says, we miss you all. Let's see. Sita Velasco from Baltimore. Jotha Soterio. Good morning, po, to all brethren. Happy weekend. Len Cruz from Temple Hills. Good morning. And that's it. Wow, that was a lot more than I expected.
And a good morning. Yeah, good morning to everyone here in the District of Washington, D.C. So today, as we do want to, it's a bit chilly outside. Not as chilly as what it was in the previous weeks, but still pretty chilly. Some places might have a little bit of ice. So let's try to break that.
Ooh,
I try really hard. So today we'll be playing a emoji Pictionary, where there will be a set of emojis on screen, and we're gonna have to try to guess what the word or phrase is. So if we can get the first emoji set of emojis on.
All right.
Watermelon.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that is. You know what? I think Yvette is from the live chat because I know that our live chat is pretty smart. I would like to say yes, watermelon.
I agree. Watermelon for $1 million.
$1 million watermelon. That is
I can imagine. Fruits nowadays. Have you guys heard about the strawberry? A single strawberry for $19. Oof.
Wait,
That-
no way.
No,
that's
our
tough.
strawberries are not that expensive. No,
There's like a
I think.
viral one, but yeah. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
It's a
like the
special
older, yeah, like the
strawberry.
Japanese ones. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
All right, so let's see the answer for this first set of emojis. Watermelon.
yay.
For a second, I almost forgot what the second emoji was. All right, on to the next one. Let's see, it is the wave emoji, and I think that's a horse,
hmm So it's like a water wave.
a water wave for our audio only listeners.
hmm
Do we have any guesses?
Let's see. Nothing as of right now, but
Water horse.
oh no, okay.
No, is that not it?
Yvette's like, oh,
Name,
not.
name more.
What do you guys think?
I think it's bringing a horse to water.
Okay.
But you can't make it drink.
Yeah.
Arlene Campo says seahorse. Oh wait,
Oh.
no. I'll give the credit to Stephanie Mariana. She said seahorse first. Just
Ooh,
the seahorse. Ace Topong says seahorse, and Cita Velasco says horse only.
we do have a greeting in the chat from Jeff Fernandez. Says hi, Jay and Yvette.
Hello.
Good morning.
All right, so let's see the answer for this one. Seahorse.
Yay.
I was close to water horse. Water, sea. They're if you squint, they're the same thing.
Marvin Sawa said the same thing. He said, I almost said water horse. Well,
All right. Next one. We've got. Is that banana?
it looks like a banana.
Banana light.
Banana light. Oh, I think we have. Do we have a guess from our guests?
What do you think, Jester?
Bananas give you good ideas.
They do. You take them before in the morning. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Grace Salvador says moonlight.
Moonlight.
Ooh.
I'm proud of you, or I'm proud of our live chat. They're pretty smart. Let's see what the answer is. I do think it is moonlight as well.
Someone else says, Pong says sunlight.
Sunlight. Technically, the moon doesn't produce any light. It just reflects it from the sun.
Like,
Ah,
Let's see what the answer is, please. Moonlight,
nice.
which is also technically sunlight. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so let's go to the next one. So we've got a brightness logo. Am I showing my age? A brightness logo and some sunglasses.
Oh, I think you might have said the.
Is that it? Did I just walk myself into the answer?
You did. I think you did.
All right, let's see what the answer is.
The answer is sunglasses.
I was
Yes.
right. All right. I do believe we have one last one.
Yes. That is a rain and a Bow and arrow.
The cloud and rain emoji and the bow and arrow emoji.
Hmm. Rain.
I saw for the previous one, someone said night light.
Oh yeah, that could have
Oh,
been
that
a
would have been a good one.
Yeah. Do we have? Oh, someone in the chat's already got it. We got really smart chat.
Cita Velasco said, oh, wait, no. Just kidding. Oh, Marvin Saba said sunglasses. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Oops, sorry.
Seth Magallanes says rainbow. I think that's a good guess.
Oh,
I think it's a
I
good
thought it
guess. What
was
do you think?
Storm of Arrows.
The storm of arrows.
That would be very crazy.
All right. Let's see what the answer is.
Oh.
Rainbow. Okay. I see it. I see the vision. I see the vision. All right. Thank you all so much for participating in our icebreaker. I think the ice has been broken. So, speaking of icebreakers, since our topic is about the journey ahead, and we have a couple here with us as our guests. And I believe you're newlyweds, correct?
Correct. We are newlyweds.
Nice. Congratulations. So, how did you two break the ice?
So I can tell the story. So we actually met during COVID meet and greet, the
Okay.
online meet and greet for Kadiwa. I was a host, she was a host for one of the rooms, and each room has to have at least two hosts. So we were like co-hosting each other, and we kind of like started clicking from there. And yeah, we just added everybody's Instagram, and it started from
Nice.
there.
Networking usually is like the first, like just saying hi. Okay.
yes.
Since I am curious, who sent the first message?
He did.
I
He did.
Props to you. Props to you.
And it's kind of funny because he's he was part of my brother's friend group, so
Oh,
I didn't really think about him. And then he just messaged me, and then he was telling his friend group that he messaged me.
wow.
And my brother was like, "What are you doing?"
No, but it was a fun time. Because she posted a picture of like pizza, and I was like, wow, that pizza looks really great. And that's how it all started.
All because of pizza.
Yeah.
Have you a heart-shaped pizza? Aw.
No, it was
So
just
yeah.
a normal
It's just a normal
New Jersey pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So I guess like so you broke the ice and started talking a bit more. And I'm assuming since you guys are now newlywed, you guys realized you were in love. When was that when did that realization happen?
So for me, I realized that like I loved her was like because like in my family we never really give each other like gifts or anything for like birthdays or whatever. But during my birthday, she gave me like all these like extravagant gifts that I didn't expect. I thought we were just gonna just go out for like a dinner or something with the family. But like I had like all these extravagant gifts and everything, and I was just like, oh, I love her. And like I actually just like said it out loud instead of in my head. And then she heard, was like, what?
Oh,
For me, it was when he wasn't afraid to get to know my family. Um, yeah, he was very outgoing and very kind, and um, yeah, he just wasn't afraid to like talk to my parents or talk to my dad or anything like that. So that's when I knew like, oh, like if he can get along with my family, then he could get along with me.
oh, that's sweet. So with speaking of talking with the parents, like how did the proposal happen?
So this is a funny story. So
Do tell.
um
So we went ring shopping.
yeah, we went ring shopping the
Oh,
exact same day. Like, oh, let's go. Okay, you choose this ring. I was like, okay. So then we bought the ring,
and
and then we went
and then
back,
we texted my sisters,
and then we're like
and then
FaceTiming.
I was like, "Hey, we bought rings," and then they all started calling them. So I have three sisters, like I have three older sisters. They all started calling. They're like, "You have to tell mom and dad. You have to tell mom and dad." And then we're like, "Okay, we're gonna go
Yeah,
tell
good
mom
tell.
and
So
dad."
so then we went to her house, and mom and dad were in the kitchen, and I was like asking mom and dad, like, hey, can I have permission to ask to marry your daughter? And then she's like, and then dad got kind of mad, like, oh,
I don't think
I,
he got mad.
I'm not really
He just was just like,
shocked, I guess.
Shocked.
Yeah.
so he didn't really say anything. So he just kind of stood up and then started re-washing dishes that
That
were
were already
clean.
washed.
So he just like
it
just was
is.
just
It
like,
is
"Hey,
some.
can I
This
marry
is
your?"
pretty big news.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, can I want to ask permission." And I was in the living room watching TV, and I was just like, and then they're just washed. My dad just stands up, starts washing dishes, and then my mom was just like, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" He just asked your daughter, and then they started, talking, and
And then Yvette comes into the kitchen with all her sisters on the phone, and then mom was like, it's not like he's asking you for to marry her right now. And then I actually had the ring in my pocket, but I was already on one knee to Yvette, and I was like, oh, my ring is in the other pocket. So I was literally on both knees, going like this with the ring in my hands, like begging her to, will you marry me?
Aw,
So
yeah,
that's
it
that's
was
how
sweet.
that's how it happened.
That's sweet. So fast forwarding a little to, I guess, after the whole wedding process is like, what were some of the um let's start with the easiest parts of adjusting to married life.
The easiest parts to adjusting, I don't think there is anything easy about adjusting with another like
person.
person.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's very different because living with a guy is very different than living with girls. So
Okay.
it's more of like learning each other's nuances. Like he needs time with the boys on playing video games, and I need alone time reading a book in silence. So it's kind of like finding those pockets in the day where, like you kind of do those things together but separate.
Yeah, also like compromising with each other also because also I live with just brothers and we had no girls except for my mom in the house.
Yeah, and I only live with sisters, and then I have one brother. So it was a very different dynamic. It's like, hey, this is how you wash dishes.
Or like keeping the toilet seat down.
Yeah, or like changing your bed sheets every week type of thing. Like getting used to daily routines like that
Yeah,
is a big
and
thing.
also like it's difficult, like because like oh, I have to also prepare something for my significant other. Like usually I prepare just breakfast for myself. Oh, but now I have to ask my wife like, oh, what do you
Yeah.
want for breakfast? Or if she cooks
Mm-hmm.
something, she always has to prepare something for me as well.
Yeah. And then I was very much like when I was Kadiwa, like I just would go out by myself and just do my own thing. And then now it's just like, oh, I want to try that restaurant, but I'm like, yeah, but I should really try it with my husband, because he might be hurt if I go to a new restaurant by
Yes, I
myself.
will.
And
I'll
it's
be
also
offended.
like having that new experience together.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since we were long distance, because he was living here in Baltimore and I was living in New Jersey, we didn't really have a lot of time where we were together all the time.
Yeah.
Usually he would visit or like once a month, if that. So majority of our time spent was, video chatting, especially during the COVID era. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so in that sort of getting to know area. And I guess like of course getting to know each other doesn't stop on the wedding day, correct?
no,
No.
Exactly.
No, no.
No.
I think
It only.
it's a different type of getting to know one another
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, when we were dating, I thought like I really knew him. But then once you actually start cohabitating with each other, it gets much deeper than that. You know, like I didn't know that he could be sensitive. I always thought that he was always just like a happy-go-lucky, like joking guy.
Yeah.
But there are times where I see him like he's actually like a sensitive person, and I'm just like,
Who are you?
so
You
it's
you
really
sort of
nice
see
to
like
see.
what happens behind the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So you learn that he can be sensitive. I think all guys can be sensitive. Everyone should be. How about you, Jay? What is something that you've learned?
Um, I've learned a lot, especially that, she's very like caring, like nurturing, as like all wives should be. I think, in my opinion, I think she's the most. Don't cry.
Are you gonna cry?
She's like, the ideal wife that like, nurtures and cares, for me especially. Because like she loves like to cook. And like, hey, I'm experimenting on this new thing. Can you taste it? And I'm like, okay. And it's like, oh, it's good. Yeah, it's good. And then, so yeah, I learned that she, loves to share and, nurture.
Yeah, very. Oh, that's so sweet. So to unfortunately, we are running a bit out of time for our show. But before we sign off, um, what is one thing you've learned in your journey that you would like to share with others?
Make sure that you marry your best friend. It was kind of hard for a while, but I kind of found my best friend, someone I can share laughs with, and like we kind of like, we have really good chemistry. You know, Having a best friend all around all the time is, you know, the best thing that, life can get.
I think it's being confident with yourself first is like being like realizing that you're good by yourself, but then if someone comes into the picture, it only adds to that. So it's never subtracting, you're always adding. You know, you're always adding, happiness, you're always adding love. You know, if you're good, if you feel that you're worthy, and you have that love that you want to give, you only just want to add more of that. So adding another person should only, bring more happiness. It shouldn't bring more sadness.
Oh, I'm gonna write this down. I'm writing these down.
That was
Um,
well said.
that was very beautiful.
We actually have some
Oh yeah,
comments.
do we have any comments? I'm curious to see what the comments have been saying.
It's very cute. Ace Tapang said, "We met when I was stationed in California. We were doing door-to-door pamphlet distribution, and she gave me rides to and from church until I purchased my car." Oh,
Oh, acts of service.
Aw.
I love that. Audrey Dulai said, "God's plan through pizza."
Mm,
Jeff Fernandez, Jeffster, Storta Nuke Bookload got married in 2023. Congratulations.
congratulations.
Arlene Ocampo said, "Me and my husband met after a special gathering in Temple Hills." Oh, we love that. Cita Velasco said, "Big changes in your life. Adjusting with each other is very important." Yes, very true. Marvin Sabas said, "Getting to know each other through all life stages of life is amazing." Yep. And Grace Galarpa said, "Day to day, knowing each other, gradually knowing someone over time." Nice. Yep, those are our
Mm.
comments.
Marvin Salvis agrees, saying that marrying your best friend is amazing advice from our newlywed guests. So before we close out, Jay, Yvette, do you have any special greetings you'd like to give?
I'd like to say hello to my family in New Jersey and in the Philippines. I miss you guys.
I like to say hi to all my friends that are watching all around the world. I've been traveling a lot and I have friends everywhere.
Yeah.
So hi.
Nice, nice.
We got
How about
married,
you,
just in
Nidal?
case you didn't know.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Yvette and Jaster for joining us today because I've learned much more things and I'm very excited for getting married in the future. So I'll be reaching out to y'all.
Ooh, you're next. Yeah.
Next.
And do you have any shout outs, Lionel?
I would like to give a shout out to our INCRadio family, especially to everyone here and you in the live chat. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Um, I also do want to shout out my family for always supporting me, even though I'm no longer living at home. I am doing great. The brethren here, and everyone like here around me is pretty great. You are all pretty great.
Oh,
I'd say that. So, unfortunately for us, this is the end of our show. So tune in next week, Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Following us today is INCRadio New Jersey. So, for their unstoppable support, we'd like to thank our INCRadio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to our INCRadio station manager, Brother Wally Taray, our CEBSI president, Brother Angelo Manalo, and a very special greeting to our executive minister of the Iglesia Ni Cristo or Church of Christ, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. So, thank you all so much for joining us today. If you liked what we talked about today, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you won't miss any more content from INCRadio. So also join us next week on INCRadio Washington, D.C. satellite studio every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all once again for joining us here on INCRadio Washington, D.C. Stay unstoppable. Bye.
Bye.
good morning, everyone. Kind of craving pizza now.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia Ni Cristo.